In Georgia, an investor bought a property for only 6 cents on the dollar, $2,901. Now here's how he turned that 6 cents on the dollar into a $50,000 return. It all starts with a property owner who fails to pay the property tax. All 159 counties in Georgia are individual taxing jurisdictions according to state statutes, which are produced by the state legislature. The process of redeemable tax deeds is outlined specifically for beginners in those state statutes. The volumes of law are written in large manuals and are available at the state library, county libraries, as well as online. Buyer beware. Until the 365-day right of redemption expires, the defaulting property owner can reclaim the property after the auction by paying the highest bidder 100% ROI, that's return on investment, and a 20% penalty. The information in this case history comes from an actual example. The case history is made for educational purposes only. We are educators, not financial gurus, and not attorneys at law. Coach Bob Schumacher is a colleague, a former student of mine, and he observed and participated in dozens of tax-defaulted property auctions in the state of Georgia. The money is made at redeemable tax deed auctions when you buy the property. That's important to remember. In this particular instance, the majority of properties listed in Macon, Georgia, were not taken care of, and a casual observer would evaluate their condition as B- or C, or what I'm fond of saying, used and abused at best. In the years since Bob Schumacher attended his initial training with Ted Thomas on tax defaulted properties, he continued to purchase and resell annually. To accelerate the reselling process, in many instances, Bob used an installment sale. The documentation is called a contract of deed, or in some instances in Georgia, they use a security deed for the installment sale. Financing for property not only accelerates the sale, but opens up a market to many new buyers who may have high-paying jobs and have been rejected at a bank due to poor credit scores. At the time of resale, savvy investors realize early that the purchase of a bargain property at a tax-defaulted auction gives a purchaser a competitive advantage with pricing below the competitive market. An additional competitive advantage is the contract for deed or security deed, as this will produce significant extra revenue. For example, purchasers for tax-defaulted auctions are searching for bargains. Many resell the property quickly. Others do minor fix-up, and still others do major fix-up. In almost all cases, the bargain hunters are reselling for quick profits. The profit is the margin between the purchase price and the ultimate sales price. To generate additional profits, many sellers quickly learn selling using a contract for deed, which allows the seller to become a banker and collect interest on the installment payments. It's important to understand that the installment sale is generating extra income over and above the bargain purchase price and resale. The truth is, as in any endeavor in life, success takes time, requires some struggle, and new learning. You'll need to develop some stamina and be able to sustain a few challenges along the way to success. Today's video is a lesson in redeemable deeds and the fact that the defaulting property owner may come forward and redeem the property which was lost at the tax defaulted auction. The defaulting owner may, by law, redeem the property for 1 year after the tax defaulted auction took place. Anytime within 365 days after the auction takes place, the property owner may come forward and redeem the property by paying the winning bidder who purchased at auction 100% of their bid and an additional 20% penalty. Meanwhile, starting from the auction date for 365 days, the property owner is protected by the right of redemption. Tax defaulted auctions in Georgia are conducted by the tax commissioner, and the documentation in which they use to sell the property and transfer to the highest bidder is a redeemable tax deed which protects the defaulting property owner for 365 days. Beginners must realize they have no claim to the property as the winning bidder until the 365-day right of redemption expires, and then, at that time, the winning bidder forecloses on the right of redemption and eliminates the defaulting owner's privilege to retake the property. For clarity, I've covered this process entirely on my other video shown on this screen. Getting back to the case history, the majority of the properties were evaluated as B- or C condition. The tax commissioner opened the auction with a minimum bid and asked those present, "Does anyone want to place a bid?" Coach Bob, my former student, raised his hand and bid the minimum bid of $2,901. Earlier, Bob had evaluated the property and calculated his resale value between $50,000 and $60,000. The auctioneer then asked, "Do I have other bids?" The small audience of neighbors remained silent. There was no other bids. So the auctioneer said, "Do I have another bid?" Followed by, "Going once, going twice, sold to Mr. X, the man in the red shirt in the front row, for $2,901. Would you risk $2,901 for a $50,000 payday? Well, of course you would. At this point, the clock started and was now ticking on the defaulting owner's right of redemption, and any time for the next 365 days, the defaulting owner could come forward and repay 100% of the maximum bid plus 20% penalty and regain the property. The highest bidder cannot claim ownership, foreclose on the right of redemption for 365 days. Beginners often misunderstand the winning bidder at the auction does not mean you receive immediate possession. Ted Thomas is not an attorney at law, or a financial advisor, or a real estate broker. This is a case history. It's for instructional purposes only. This is not a recommendation or a projection to buy. At this point, Bob used good judgment. His experience taught him that the previous owner had abandoned the property. Bob's concern was security for the abandoned property. The pool was full of green water. Next to the house, one relatively new automobile had been abandoned in the driveway. Additionally, a recreational motorboat had been abandoned and was parked next to the fully furnished house. Bob had no rights to this property for 365 days. His good judgment told him the owner is not returning. He took action to protect the investment, and he employed professionals to clean up the landscaping, remove the trash, including trimming all the trees and the shrubbery, which were overgrown and neglected and created an unkept appearance. He then power washed the outside of the property to prevent others driving past from thinking the property was abandoned. He also talked to the neighbors about the history of the house and about security of the property for the future. Coach Bob did not cut corners. While he waited the 365 days redemption period to run its course and expire, he hired an attorney to assemble the documentation to remove the previous owner's right of redemption, and he waited. His purchase price was approximately 6 cents on the dollar. Months later, he did a significant cleanup on the inside of the property. It was completely furnished, with clothes still in the closet and linen in the cupboards. He resold the property using a security deed with installment payments for approximately $50,000. Understanding the process of redeemable deed auction benefits the defaulting owner as well as the highest bidder. The fact that Bob understood using an installment sale would accelerate the sales process contributed to his earnings. If you're interested in learning more about how redeemable deeds work, click the video on my screen or the description below.